That was my dream since my childhood, once to go to Japan, and I did it. Because that was my dream in my childhood, I want to be a world traveler. This is the flat where I stayed. My Japanese friend, he gave me that place to stay. I paid just voluntarily something at the end. He was very kind. That time was quite expensive to traveling to Japan. In Tokyo, every flats are very small. This is a regular flat in Japan. Only very rich people can have very big one, I think. So next day I went to discover the city, and you surprised, right? You see palm trees. Surprise, you can see orange trees in Tokyo. This is a winter in Tokyo. You will see it's like 15 degree, and this is the sunshiny winter, because it's not like in Europe we have gray and very cold. The sun is shining. Even you don't feel winter if you are from Europe, because the sunshine and limited just cool weather. I think many people have this dream or plan to go to Japan at least once in life. And here I'm the metro station. That time, of course, I'm traveling with a physical paper map in my hand. There was no internet option, there was no GPS, no mobile phone in the hand, so I have to find the locations. This lady, she was so kind, she helped me to change money, because that time change money very complicated in Tokyo, in Japan, and also pick up money from the ATM was very complicated, because not every bank, not every machine accept your card. So, and this is the Japanese people, you see, she worked with me long distance just to show me how to do, what to do. Was very complicated to have money, local money. Yes, Japan, it's another planet. It's completely another planet. This is Shibuya shopping area, and the architect and the colors and everything, just like wow, it's fantastic. The people who speak English, they really help you. The people are so kind, so polite. You see this crowd crossing the road, these pictures we don't see in Europe. Everything, I'm in other planet, and that was really another planet, because the people and everything just like difficult to explain. I like Asia, but Japan is the people is the much polite people. You know, just as a European, you know, they are always focusing on you. They are always focusing what you like, what you want. Is to understand the Japanese culture. I think I was there short times, a few weeks, one time, few weeks, second times. But this is the culture what good to study, living there, because then you're living there, you're living with them, then you recognize I came from a little bit like a Wild West or something, because they are so super polite, super kind people. They are number one polite people around the world, I think. There is a point, me as European, you know, when there is no place to sit down, for example, in a club. I was in a club, and we dancing many hours, we enjoying. Then I see there are only ladies sitting, yeah, near to the toilet in a line, you know. These guys, they collecting the trash. There is no cigarette on the floor, no nothing. Very clean Japan. So then I see one lady standing up in the club, and okay, I was so tired. I have to sit down, and this is unpolite there, but they see I'm European. It's okay. And even in the metro, no one crossing their legs. You see. And when I sit down, I crossing my leg. I know it's unpolite, but I walking many hours. I have to cross my leg or I have to stretch my leg. I know it's unpolite, but I do because, of course, I'm polite too. I don't disturb people with that because there is enough place, no one coming, no one crossing. But things like that, imagine for them can be, it's self-control a lot. And you see some metro stations, people waiting in a line, to going into the coach. But this is only few places actually. It's a very big city with a very big population. But actually you don't feel that. When you're walking in the streets, wherever you go, only very few metro stations you feel the big crowd. And then you go to a place like that, okay, the high-tech things, the computers, and because that time I talk, Japan, high-tech, Sony and everything, they have the all highest technology. And actually that time I didn't know the technology is not made in Japan. They had factories, but at that time I talked with many people, they said no, the computer technology coming from USA, America, and that was surprising me because until that point I was sure like the Japanese they do everything. So you see in a electric shop, you see the old high-tech things. That time that was the number one things. That was like, wow, yeah, I want to buy this, I want to have like that. That was also good price there. Is actually it's not so high price than in Europe because they have a lot of factories there. So outside Tokyo area, there is no English signs. It's very difficult to find locations. Even I have the paper map in my pocket. I have to ask people, and very few of them speak English. It's very difficult to find because there is no English signs generally. And even to buy a ticket, it's unbelievable complicated because you see this is the machine, this is the metro area, but this is only that outside area metro. There is so many metro, this is only that outside area metro stations. And you see this is the machine. For me that time was very high-tech. There is no English signs, nothing. So for me it was just impossible to buy any tickets, so I have to ask someone. People usually was very shy. They shocking a European asking them, but always I find someone to buy me a ticket because I have no idea. Of course, I don't speak Japanese. I don't understand the alphabets. This is very complicated. But of course, I find out always how to go here, how to go there. I had the map in my hand, the paper map, and this is the location. And here we are, but the others, they don't show in English, only in Japanese. So, but I traveled all around the world, so I know if I ask people, but that time, if you ask people, they don't feel disturbed, they feel too helpful. Maybe they were shy because they don't speak English, but I always find someone who can buy me a ticket, I show where I want to go. And that was quite complicated, not like today, right? You see the people wearing very elegant. People go to work, coming back from work, everyone wearing nice. This is a taxi. The Tokyo Japanese taxi is really cool, and when you sit inside, it's like a luxury thing. And the drivers, they wear like very nice suit and hat and everything. And you see the architect is amazing everywhere. I was just love the architect, this modern architect. Yes, and of course I had few times earthquakes. Earthquake is very normal in Japan. And first time I was very scared and shocking, and they told me, my flatmates, like, don't worry, this is normal in Japan. So I believed, like, okay, this is normal. That time we didn't know from the internet, like, this is normal or not. We had no information, but I trust them, like, but very scary, the earthquakes. I had at least 4 or 5 times I was in the earthquakes in Japan, in Tokyo. You see, the people were so elegant, and it's a fantastic country. But when you go to a party nighttime, this is everything is just like fantastic. It's a super amazing good country. I had 2 Japanese girlfriends actually. Somehow I didn't settle down there, but I was open actually. I was open for the girls, of course. Always girls, girls, girls. And this tree is lovely. In the winter, the trees shining gold, and not like in Europe, the trees keep the leaves on the trees, and it's shining gold. And when we drive out from Tokyo or inside Tokyo, also you can see the trees shining gold. This is European architect. That is my name, TB. Yes, so. And the modern architect, it's fantastic. It's high-tech. Japan, I was surprised. Everything high-tech, everything super good, everything modern, everything automatic. I was surprising. Wow. You see the trees shining gold, especially it's fantastic, fantastic. Japan is fantastic. So once we drove out from Tokyo to the highway, and you see the trees, and the sun is shining in the winter, and it's gold shining everywhere around the highway. And we saw the Fuji, wow, was fantastic. Back to Tokyo we are here. It's really a good city. I wish you to go there. 15 degree in the winter, I don't know, January or February, it's about lovely. I want to go back now, after many years. In Europe, we don't really have this like highways up there, No, maybe we have like a metro up there, but they have everything. Was really like eating my eye, the architect, the modernism, the high tech, and everything. Japanese temple, Buddhist, but in the future we will see more about those things. That time, as a European, for me, I was sure they was in the future with the architect and everything, because even in Europe I didn't saw things like that, and all high buildings, this, let's say, the American kind of high buildings, and the architect was just like never-ending discovery. You see, it's beautiful, and every corner, every shape is so organized, it's so planned. If you like modern architects, go to Tokyo, go to Japan. You will not boring. It's lovely. And somehow there's huge populations living there, as I said, but somehow they organized. You don't feel crowd. You can walk comfortable. You see there is empty spaces. Somehow they organize so cleverly, so intelligent, organize the city and the plan and everything. If you check how many people living in Tokyo, you will be surprised. And you see empty walking areas, a lot. Fantastic, good organized. And you see so many pretty, beautiful Japanese girls, ladies on the streets, in the clubs. Wow, they are so special, but they are not easy pick up, yeah? They are very, very interesting. Another planet girls. And that was very surprising to me. Everywhere, so many vending machines, automats. You can buy all kind of drinks, everything, even soups. You never boring in Japan, in Tokyo, as a European. Sure. So very cheap price. You can have hot chocolate, hot tea, cold, everything. And this is so popular in Japan, and that was so interesting for me because I saw that nowhere, you know. It's like, wow, what is that? And it's really cheap, maybe 50 cents or €1. You can buy drinks, super, super cheap, you know. And let's jump back to the architects, yes. They have so many metro stations, metro lines, subway here, subway there. It's a really big job to not lost in Japan. Of course, I never lost, but that time was complicated with the paper map in your hand. Everywhere the streets so clean, everywhere it's so organized. Even in Europe, I never saw that. Yes, and here we are. We need to eat something. I have to eat something, right? And this restaurant chain, you find them everywhere, not only Tokyo, all around Japan, and they have very good food and very cheap and always good to go in. I love that food, really. Let's say €2 you can eat good food with soup and rice and meat, and you full and you feel very good, very tasty, lovely. So this is beef, rice, of course coming for free. Green tea is without sugar. I try to test like the locals because they never drink with sugar, but they have really tasty. The green tea without sugar is very healthy. I always try to follow the local test, how they eat, how they drink.
jól megfűszerezzük, van itt hozzá ez a paprikás-szerű valami fűszer, ami többféle fűszer.
So this is a local mixed spice, chili with some sesame seeds and whatever. It's really good with them. Not too chili for me, just like a little bit. Of course, soya sauce. Now in my mouth, I'm almost like, okay, I want to go back to Japan just to eat that again. And that time I didn't know what is that, but now I know this is a ginger pickle. I have no idea what is that time. Of course, I know the ginger pickle. I love that. Since many years, I eat sometime. We have the Asian supermarkets, luckily, in Europe. It's a lovely, it's so good food. And it's so cheap. Yeah, we have the chopsticks, sterile, of course. They don't use second-hand ones. New, sterile, clean. And of course, I traveled since years in Asia. Of course, I can eat with the sticks, and I'm very proud for that. Then I recognized how to eat many years before with the sticks. In my childhood was unbelievable. No, it's impossible to eat with sticks, right? We eat only spoon and other things. But yeah, it's easy to eat. Even the last drop of rice you can eat with the chopstick.
Na látod, nagy tipokat mutatok meg. Tokióban ugyanis nem könnyű olcsón ellenni. Nincs.
Yes, because I just explained, it's not easy to be in a low budget in Tokyo, and that restaurant always good food and very good price and lovely food. It's happened with me. I was eating ramen soup in another restaurant, and I saw the staff, the local workers, they watching me and they smiling to me, they surprising face, and all around the people they watching me surprising face, and I didn't understand why. But after very slowly I understood. I eat so slowly, even as a European, like when I was a kid, I was the slowest who eat very slowly. Because they eat very fast. So they never saw a person who eat that slowly that me. And that was also a very special experience. I'm the slowest eater even in Europe, but in Japan, I'm the super slow. I recognize that after 10-20 minutes, because I realized the people around me who sitting next to the table, the people changing around me, you know. That time very slowly I recognized why they watching me. You see, I can eat every piece of the rice, even with the sticks, very experienced, eat with the chopstick. So that's how I recognize why they smiling and watching me, because I eat so slowly. Because when I was finished my soup, next to me already 4, 5, 6 people changed. They sit, they eat. 6 people eat already when I eat only one soup. It's about, yeah. So you see the ready food and happy. Drink green tea, very healthy, all good in Japan, Tokyo. This is the Japanese currency. 1,000 is not much money, maybe few euro, right? You see, I take back the plate politely, the lady, and everyone's so polite, so nice. I feel so good. Change bag, there is everything great, no cheats, everything straight, and I'm back to the street.
Néha belegabajodok, az ajtó ugyanis gyakran automatikus, de
Then, when you're living in Japan, you know the doors always opening automatically, automatic doors everywhere, and I just getting like I have to just stand in front of the door and the door opening, but some doors not opening, you have to touch. So even when I went back to Thailand there, I was waiting for the door opening automatically. That's what I say, the shiny gold shining trees. It's fantastic, magical.